So the BBC have announced their flagship news team that's going to take us into a new generation of BBC News. Wow. Hi, it's me again, and as you know by now, I'm sure, BBC News is changing, probably for the worst. If you're a licence fee payer, you may very well be quite annoyed by the whole thing, because during the day, quite a lot of the new BBC News channel is going to be broadcast by a webcam in Nicky Campbell's radio studio. Then he's going off to Washington and over to Singapore. And they've lost a lot of presenters. A few took voluntary redundancy. Now we've talked about it on this channel again. But they have now announced who are going to be the main presenters for the new BBC News channel. And they look cheap. Let's have a look. Deborah Turness, CEO of BBC News, said, "I'm thrilled to announce the faces of our channel. The team's editorial leadership, talent, knowledge and flair make them the ideal presenters to bring the BBC's trusted journalism to people at home in the UK and around the globe, and to guide audiences through the big stories as they break." Talking a good game there. I mean, they've made a lot of cost cutting with this news channel. That's basically what this is about. And don't forget, it's going to show ads in the rest of the world. You're just not going to get the ads in the UK. So who are these people then? Because there's pictures of them. Do you recognise any of them? I'm not a big watcher of BBC News. Sometimes we have it on in the office, or if I'm in a Wetherspoons or something, it's on the telly. I can't say they're the biggest names, are they? Who are they? Matthew Amroliwa, Christian Fraser, Yalda Hakim, Lucy Hawkins and Miriam Moshiri will be chief presenters on the BBC News channel, BBC News, which will be broadcast in the UK and blah, blah, blah. The 5 chief presenters announced today were recruited via a competitive interview process in accordance with BBC HR procedures. Advertising will now begin for 8 correspondent roles. These will be on-air journalists who will present as well as report on the channel. They made these people screen test for it, right? Most of these have worked, well, they've all worked for the BBC for a while, quite a while. I mean, who was the one that took voluntary redundancy to it? Joanna Gosling, right? She had 23 years presenting news on the BBC, and they asked her to screen test for this job. If you don't know what she's capable of by now, why is she in the job? It made no sense at all. It was crazy, the whole screen testing thing. But these people went through official BBC HR procedures and obviously did the screen test, and they are the chief reporters. And I think they're on, it was announced, I'll have to check back on that. I think they said it was $395,000 a year that these ones are going to get, and then the other ones will be a bit cheaper. It's not a bad gig if you can get it, is it? But, you know, a lot of people defended the licence fee because of the news and local radio. That was the 2 big defences for it. They have knackered the news. There's going to be a lot of complaints when this rolls out, a lot of complaints. And yeah, they've also knackered local radio, but that's a story for a different video, isn't it? You know, in many ways, it's a good thing if they're knackering BBC News because trusted. I hate the way there's a trusted journalism. I wouldn't trust anything that come off BBC News. Would you? Let me know what you think about it all down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Because that way, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon. Ta-da.